Yo, welcome to Renzo Reacts. But hey, look, we finna go ahead and react to Tina and Clarence going at it. I did a live stream the other day on the other half of the part, so I'm going to react to the other half to finish off the video. But you guys please don't like. Please go like, comment, and subscribe. And please don't forget to click the bell and tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your grandma, tell your great grandma, tell your great granddaddy to go like, comment, and subscribe. But let's go ahead and get into this video.
You can graduate from home.
Facts.
You just won't be able to participate in maybe pep rallies or homecomings, but that's older. But this just proves to me that your maturity level is kinda because you can still graduate from homeschool and virtual school. So please comment in my message request if I'm wrong, because in my city you can graduate from homeschool. So if I'm wrong, y'all let me know in my message request.
Yeah, in my city too, you can graduate from homeschool. As long as you're doing all your work, doing what you're supposed to do, you graduate still with your class. You still graduate with your class, no matter what. My stepdaughter was homeschooled, and she's still gonna graduate 8th grade with her class. But they started going back to school. But either way, she still would have graduated with her class no matter what. But now they're going back to school since COVID lifted a little bit. So now they started going back to school. So she's right. And I'm from Cali, so I'm pretty sure it's the same everywhere. I think Clarence just want to be a smart ass. That's all it is.
Not the comments. They'll be off.
He graduated from homeschool. But didn't he graduate at like right in my bucket?
Oh,
like,
my goodness.
Homeschool, but that answer is wrong.
It's not wrong.
He's been going to school for 2 years. That answer's wrong.
But I think Atlanta, Georgia too, their laws is kind of lenient. They didn't really have the same laws like a lot of states did. So he probably did go to school, and he probably wasn't homeschooled. I could be wrong. She could be wrong. Some cities were on the red, so they couldn't even go to school at all. Some cities, I know Texas, they didn't even really have to wear a mask like that for a while. So I don't know. Atlanta, Georgia might be different. You never know. But this is our opinion, man. This is a reaction channel. I'm reacting. I could be wrong. I could be right. You guys let me know in the comments if I'm right or wrong. Tell me about your city. How y'all rules was when COVID-19 was. How was you guys quarantined?
How he would make fun of him. His teacher name is Mr. Osea.
And Mr. Osea is his tutor. Not his teacher.
Look at him trying to antagonize me. Tutor, teacher, it's the same thing. That's not making sense.
Not the same thing. But they still
because if you're homeschooled, you have a tutor / teacher. Tutor, teacher. Look how he's trying to antagonize me.
The ads, man. Get the money. But we're going to head and skip it, though.
It's Osea. It's Osea. As long as I answer the question right, that I'm right at this point. But I'm going to skip all past this part because it's like you're trying to act like I don't know my nephew when it's things that you're trying to do to antagonize me because you know that you're there present in his life. Like, stop doing that, Clarence. You're trying to make everybody look at me as like I'm a little girl, but you're the boy at this point. You're a boy. Tutor slash teacher, same thing.
Because I remember CJ telling
So
me
that answer's wrong too.
how he would make
That's
fun
right.
of him of his
Now,
double
let me
chin
continue
because
to
how
do what I
fat
was
he
doing.
was.
Because that made
I'm
no
not dogging
sense.
his
If you
teacher out,
graduate
but that's what CJ told me. He was
from homeschool, you're probably gonna have a graduation at home.
No, you're not.
No,
dude.
Correct?
you won't.
No, you're not.
Incorrect.
No idea.
You're
That was
wrong,
wrong.
Clarence. That's hella wrong.
If you're gonna quiz
By the
me,
way,
please
his
make
best
sure you
friend,
know
the one
what
that
you
he
know.
play with, as far as we know, his name's Joe.
And what kind of little kid name is Joe?
Huh?
First of all, his best friend name is JoJo.
Same
That's
shit.
more like family. That's our assistant slash
Joe,
babysitter's
JoJo?
nephew. Like they call each other family and cousins.
Okay, that's not neither here or there. Queen said Joe. It was JoJo, but it's Joe. I said Joe because I don't want to put him in there, but you threw him in there. And regardless of what type of little kid name is Joe, see, this is how I know that you're immature, because if Franklin, I'm gonna say Franklin, if Franklin is a little baby, that's still gonna be his name until he's an adult.
Facts.
So Franklin as an infant, Franklin as a toddler, Franklin as a kid, Franklin as a teenager, Franklin as an adult. But I could say the same thing, because what type of name is Clarence?
So I'm dead.
What type of name is Clarence? What type of name is Clarence? You were Clarence as a baby, Clarence as a toddler, Clarence as a kid, Clarence as a teen, Clarence now as an adult. But what type of name is Clarence? Clarence.
I'm dead. She dead.
Yo, shorty, my name Clarence. Oh my goodness, I'm crying. You shouldn't have said that. I've been waiting, because it ain't like your name cute either.
And JoJo doesn't go to the same school as CJ.
That's not what I was told.
That's another wrong answer.
He always talks to
Very
me.
invested though.
His name's Joe.
Why do I have to be so invested, Clarence? Another reason why I know this relationship with my sister and my nephew is a business to you. Can't y'all see? Can't y'all see this? How his vocabulary is money, invested, tuition. Look.
I think he's all up. I think he's more of a money guy. Everything has to deal with money. Everything has to deal with money around him. If it's not about money, he ain't gonna talk about it. And that's a fact, man.
How? Y'all don't, man. It's just, at this point, y'all make me look like I'm crazy. But I know I'm not.
What's the little mascot for the school?
I'm
No,
dead.
the book bag and
This
stuff.
nigga, what the fuck?
You know that. You there with him 24/7.
Nigga, I don't even know my kid's mascot like that. I don't want to pay attention to shit like that, honestly. All I do is pay attention to grades, how they doing, how was school. You learning, meet any new friends. You learn anything new today. That's it. Or they tell me, Dad, I got a assembly. I'm getting a award for this and that. Most of the time they tell me, the teachers don't really even tell you like that like no more. They send it in the mail, but by the time it comes in the mail, your kids already told you and it's already too late. So most of the time my kids tell me they got something going on. Let me know in the comments how your children, if your children do the same thing. Cause I'm from Cali, so it's kind of, I don't know, everywhere is different. So, or you know,
I'm not gonna play this 21 questions game with you. What mascot? What school? What's his mascot? He was online school, Clarence.
Yes, he was.
This bag is not important
this is
because
Pepsi.
everybody knows that you're around
Pepsi
him.
good.
answer's wrong. You got an F thing. You got an F.
So now I'm being graded on my nephew. You got an F, Tina. You got an F. Now I'm being graded on my nephew. This still doesn't prove any point why I shouldn't be in his life.
I give you a C. No.
When I was there before you were. This doesn't prove any point at all. Like, you're trying to attack my self-esteem when it comes to my nephew. You're trying to belittle me like I'm a little girl. And I'm not. I see everything that you're doing.
Name some fears to CJ. Name some fears, CJ. Name some likes.
For one of CJ's fears are him being scared of the dark.
Oh, shit. You just named the fear of every kid in America.
Oh my God, man. You gotta stop that shit. You gotta stop that. Maybe that kid is scared of the dark. Not everybody knows everybody's fears, man. I probably got some fears I ain't even talked about. You gotta stop that shit, Clarence. Come on, man. At least she knows the fear and she knows to leave the light on. She knows not every kid is scared of the dark. I wasn't scared of the dark when I was little. The fuck? Not everybody's scared of the dark. Some people scared of daylight. Nigga, shit, no, playing nobody scared of no daylight. But you know, man, this nigga be saying some dumb shit sometimes.
I mean, well, you asked, Clarence. You asked what's his fear. I'm just letting you know. Now it's you named every kid in America. Well, you shouldn't have asked if you know he had the age to be scared.
Every fear from every kid in America right now. That's his age.
Scared of losing connection to his daddy. He's scared of losing connection to his nanny.
Lost me right there.
But you knew that. That's why he's around your family.
So F his mom, right? Like, so he's not scared.
He's around his mom most of the time. She's the primary parent. Chris got joint custody. Anything can happen and Queen can snatch that boy up and have the full custody of that kid. That might be one of his fucking fears. That might be one of his fears, losing his dad. Not seeing his dad again. He's always there with his mom. He knows he's gonna go see his mom. He knows he stays with you. He knows that. Come on, man. You gotta use common sense. Baby Chris stays with you guys. And baby Chris knows that. He gets to go see his dad here and there. If you don't think that little boy knows what the fuck going on, something really wrong with you, Clarence. For real, man.
Yeah, he's not scared of losing his mom, but he's specifically
She didn't say that. She didn't say that. She's there. He's there all the time. Baby Chris is there all the time, most of the time. He's always going to see his mom. That's what she's saying. He don't get to see his nana, his grandma, all the time. He don't get to see his dad all the time. That's what she's saying, Clarence. Quit beating around the bush, my guy. Keep flipping it to something else that it ain't. I'm a man, dude. And I can see the shit that you're doing. It's not cool. And you keep going back and forth with this 19-year-old girl. Why you keep going back and forth with her? That's not man moves. That's a little boy. Little boys argue with little girls. Come on, my guy.
No, he specifically is scared of losing his dad losing connection with his dad.
Look at him. Of course he's not scared of losing connection to his mom because she is around him 24/7.
I just said
the
that.
ones that used to be around isn't around no more.
He don't get to see it like that no more.
So all that trying to be too deep and strategic and try to use reverse psychology, only the fans fall for that. Not me.
I'm not falling for it.
And you really don't like him like that, Clarence. What Queen just called us 2 months prior back, he was standing in the middle of the hallway crying, using the restroom on himself.
Oh my God. Not only is she no one's safe around us. How are you telling this boy's business on?
Wow. You really had the nerve to say that. You expose all his daddy's business. You expose everybody's business. What the fuck is the difference? Maybe if Baby Chris would have pissed you off so much, you probably would have told his business too, just like how you tell his daddy's business. You can't flip, man. You can't flip the game. You can't flip that shit back on somebody else. Come on, my guy, dude. This is really fucking crazy. And if you're a fucking man and you guys don't see this shit, I don't know what to fucking tell you guys, dude. This shit is crazy how this man keep flipping words, flipping words, flipping words. What's the difference? You tell everybody else's story for them. You bash his dad, basically. You always keep antagonizing Chris almost all the time. You always bringing Chris up in every fucking video. Like, come on, my guy. That's not man shit, dude. One day somebody's gonna test your gangster to your face. Don't pull out no gun. Use them knuckles, my guy.
So why you yell at him, Clarence?
Oh shit, you yelled at him?
Are you gonna answer my question before I unpause you? Why you yell at him? You're trying to look like you're trying to make it look like I'm exposing my nephew. Nobody's safe around this girl. No, nobody's safe around you. Why you yell at him and tell him to go back to bed? And you can't say that I'm lying. No, that was told by Queen.
And look, he could have been pinning on himself for attention. He probably not get enough attention from his mom. It could be a lot of things. But I'm just saying one of them. One of them could be attention. He wants his mom attention. Or he knows what's going on his dad's side and his mom's side. He probably knows. That can cause shit like that to happen. Him peeing on himself. But I'm just saying. But it could be a whole different other kind of reason. There's a lot of other reasons. A lot. And it might be the fucking scared of the dark. He probably was scared of the dark, so he peed on himself. Either one.
It's a lot of things that you get on here and you think you have the balls to say. And the stuff that I'm saying and been saying in these videos, Queen was telling us. Just how Queen said, you got all this equipment. Because when Queen comes back home, she's comfortable. She's in her comfort zone when she used to come back home. So she would tell us things how she bought you this camera equipment, this reaction equipment, and you barely...
Honey latte.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
Oh, it's Hack Me.
Are you serious?
So I gave your birth date for...
use it.
Damn.
She's, I'm just tired of people being lazy. I was like, who are you talking about, Queen? You talking about us? She said, no, I'm just talking about people need to get jobs or something. She was talking about you. She's fed up, Clarence. She is fed up. And she has to suck it up because you impregnated her to have her stuck so you can keep taking her money. And then you want to blame it on my nephew. I love my nephew. I do. But he was not brought out of love, Clarence. You didn't bring him out of love. You brought him so you could have a entitlement to say that I have right to her money because she has my son. Because it was just y'all was just boyfriend and girlfriend. You really didn't have no entitlement there. So you linked and had a baby with her so you can say that you have this entitlement.
If you do some shit like that, you're a sick motherfucker. I'm not saying that shit true. I don't know. I think he had that baby by accident. I don't think he wanted a baby yet. I think it happened from being not careful. I don't think he purposely did it.
Like, the things that you're doing, it really does not make sense at this point. It really doesn't.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to grow up and see these things. Why are you just gonna skip that?
And also, he's gonna grow up and see that you're talking about his dad.
Facts.
He's gonna grow up and see that.
Yep.
So stop making it look like he's not gonna grow up and see what you're doing. He's going to grow up and see that you're talking about his dad. Belittling his dad. Belittling his family, his support system. He's going to grow up and see this. CJ is a YouTube kid. He's always been on YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't see stuff now. Because when we was at the medicine video premiere, when we was sitting there, that lookalike that was tied up in the chair, he knew that was a lookalike of his dad.
Sheesh.
I had to bring him out the medicine video premiere and try to make it look. He said, Dad?
I wouldn't have took my son to my music shoot knowing the song is by his dad. I wouldn't have done that. I would have had a babysitter like, look, can you watch my son? I'm finna go shoot a music video. I will not bring my son or my daughter to a music video shoot that I'm talking about their parent or their dad or their mom. I'm not. That is wrong.
Daddy? Kids know. He's seen that. So stop being biased.
Because he was depressed. And you yelled at him and told him to go back to bed.
That is cap. And he was never depressed.
How would you know that?
He's just scared. And there's a reason why he was scared. He's doing a lot better now, but there was a reason.
How do you know that?
And there's only one person you can ask why he's like that, and y'all know who.
Look at him trying to put the blame on Chris. When it's actually videos out there that when he would leave Chris' house, he would be upset. He would cry. Look how you're trying to belittle Chris, and he hasn't said nothing not once. Look how you're trying to belittle his fatherhood. Like, go back to videos. The receipts are in the videos how CJ interacts with his dad. I mean, I'm not finna keep getting on here and saying this type of stuff when there's already receipts out there. For the people that show me the receipt, I didn't think I needed receipts on my own family. On my own family's business. I didn't think.
She's just speaking how she feel, man. You can't get mad at somebody how they feel. That's like me doing a reaction. Queen's fans gonna get mad at me for doing this reaction because I'm not on their side. I'm on nobody's side. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. There's some shit that I won't probably like what Tina does, and I'ma mention it. There's some shit that Queen might do that I don't like. I'm going to mention it. There's some shit that Chris might do I might not like either. I'm gonna mention it because what's right is right. What's wrong is wrong, and that's a fact.
I think that I needed receipts, but maybe y'all right. Maybe I should start having receipts at this point. Maybe y'all right. But there's videos out there. If a person is scared or upset or don't like the parent, it's going to show. It is going to show. So for you to say that he's scared, he was scared and not, he's doing a lot better now, you don't know that, Clarence. I look at the videos that y'all be trying to do and put CJ in it, and I know how CJ is. It's a difference when CJ is with us. It's a difference when CJ is with his dad. And it's a difference when CJ is with y'all. I'm not saying that at some points he isn't happy. But he's questioning. He's wondering why isn't he around the people he loved. That Mother's Day picnic that you did was trash. Y'all was around some grass and some trees. You think he was happy? He looked bored. I know a happy kid when I see one. I've been around several of kids. Your nieces and your nephews are the closest things to you actually having a kid. So of course I'm going to pay attention and look and see what is wrong with him. It's sad to say I would do the same thing with Legend, but I don't have a bond with him. And that's okay. I'm not going to sit up here and cry about that. That's how you wanted it to be. That's your son. So that's understandable. That's your kid. That's my nephew, but that's your kid. So stop trying to do, you cannot do this with CJ. That is not your child. That's not your son. That's not your business.
That's the only person I need to be asking why he's like that. He's doing a lot better now.
Trying to take father rights away.
If you wasn't around, why do you feel like you know everything, but you don't know everything? You get what I'm saying? Like she's almost saying, you guys separated her and took her and...
The things that I'm being told by Queen, that's how I know everything. But you don't have to know.
Do y'all think Queen is telling her this shit when she goes around them? I think she does. I think she vents to her family because that's where she's most comfortable at, man. I think she vents. But I didn't think Queen didn't think that Tina would go this far and tell everything. She thought Tina would just keep it on the hush. She'd probably mention some shit, but not everything. But I think there's more shit Tina ain't saying either. But let me know down in the comments. Do y'all think Queen be venting to her family, her mom, her sister, and her brother? Drop it down in the comments and tell me what you guys think. And if you don't agree, tell me why you don't agree. I like to see everybody's opinion. That's why it's called a reaction. I want to see everybody's comments. Even the Queen fans, come over here, man, and let me know. Give me y'all opinion. How you guys feel about things, and I will respect y'all opinion. I won't argue with you guys in the comments. I'm not going to do all that because it's your opinion.
You don't have to know everything to not be around a person. You could be around the person that you used to be around, and then things are being told to you, and then I know everything. You could still be around the person and not be around them anymore. But That's not here or there.
I'm exposing you guys because I know everything. Like, what? It doesn't make sense.
You lucky I wasn't there.
Tina, what was you gonna do?
Right now.
Sound like you threaten her. You're threatening her. Like, if she was to do something to Queen, you'll, like, dog her out. Like, knock her out or something. That's how you sound, Clarence. I don't even know why you in between sister beef. This is female shit. And you giving me fucking female vibes, my guy. This is female shit. Her and Queen should be going at it, not you. If my girl sister and my girl's arguing, I'm not getting in that. That's their fucking business. That's not my business. I can give how I feel about it. Tell my girl, like, look, that's how I feel about it. But I'm not finna. That's their business. Eventually they'll get over it or they'll squash that shit. They're sisters. Not me going back and forth with it. Oh, man, what kind of shit is that? Not finna do that. Especially, 19-year-old. I'm 27. I'm going at it with a 19-year-old. What do I look like?
Like, these are just
At
little
this
things.
point,
You're so invested.
it's soft.
Tell me what school
He's
CJ
soft.
goes to.
And you almost 30, dude, and you're going back and forth. You should be a bigger person.
All these questions that you're asking is
And by me, what I'm exposing and what I'm telling y'all ain't nothing but straight facts. Things that I've known. While y'all saying, oh, this is just, you're lying at this point, you're capping. I've been wanting to say the things on here that I'm saying now, but it wasn't at that time. It wasn't a lot that was being thrown out there. There were still shots that was being thrown, but when you brought my mom into it, that's what made me respond. Because she hasn't said anything to you, and she constantly kept apologizing. Which I don't know why. She didn't do anything to you, but she still apologized. CJ's graduation was the last straw. We're never around for his birthday.
Grammarly helps make your writing clear and concise, no matter where you are. Compose a cover letter.
Parties. Never.
Damn. Not even the birthday parties? Fuck.
But y'all are. Y'all around. And then you try to react to this video and say, who wants to go to a kid party? Trying to antagonize. No, that's my nephew. I was there for the baby shower. I was there his first birthday. It's like everything you tried to take away from me, and that's still my nephew. I'm still not going to let go of me and his bond. I don't care how many years y'all try to take away from me not seeing him. That's still my nephew, and the love will never change. The bond will never change. Never. That's why every single time that he leaves, I give him something. I'll give him something because I know I'm not going to see him for a while. I give him things to take back.
Man, you should be not feeling like that. Damn. This is some fucked up shit. I'm glad my family is good now, man. Or my family, we get into some shit. After a while, it dissolves and it goes away. Everybody's cordial for the kids and all that shit. But that's, boy, this is shit right here is sad.
It's almost like a remember me type gift. It shouldn't be that. But it is. All because you stepped in the picture, things has been different.
psychology. Because you know that there's been a lack of communication there. You know that. Because that's what you do. You're an emotional abuser. You took Queen away from her family and her friends to weaken her support system.
Let me stop it there. For all the Queen Naija fans, you guys could comment this because you guys could probably answer this.
Why does the fans have to answer your question? Why does the fan have to answer her question? My bad.
And tell me if you agree with me or not. Queen has the most support that she's ever had. Ever
Oh, wow.
Since being on.
Let me pause it right there. If I used to stay, and this is, I'm putting myself in your shoes. I'm just gonna say it. If I used to stay in New York with my mother in a basement, I would try to make sure she has the best support because I meet a rich girl. I will make sure she has the best support system too. If I want the money. Because this is how I know Clarence is still a little boy. And now you're a little boy in designer clothing. Because when Queen first met you, you were in the basement at your mom's house. You were still living with your mom. And the age that you were, you would think that you would have your own house. To at least to the point that we could say, okay, well, he had his own things. You was still staying in the basement with your mom. And then you went to the next female and piggybacked off her. And then want to talk about her family. Talk about how much of a pain that we are, and she has the best support system. So knock out my mom's supporting then too, huh? My mom is the one that embraced her. That's like somebody planting this beautiful flower, and then once it's already planted and rooted, you try to this my flower, this mine's, and then come and pluck it. You weren't there when she was at American Idol. You weren't there when she was at The Voice. You weren't there when my mom was instilling her to be the most beautiful girl that she can be, to be strong. You was not there. You weren't there at her middle school talent shows. You weren't there at her elementary talent shows. You weren't there at her high school talent shows. You weren't there at her graduation. You weren't there. So how could you say that? It's like basically a slap in the face to my mom. It's been a slap in my face, and Queen allows you. That's why I have no respect for her. Because the things that she allows you to say, you're the only one that feels entitled. Nobody feels entitled. Nobody is using that word but you. You're the only one who feels invested. You're the only one who feels entitled. Nobody but you. It was never about money to us. Never. Queen was the only one that was, she basically took trash off the Bronx streets.
Jeez, goddamn.
Basically. That's what she did. She took trash off the Bronx streets and put it in her life. And now it's stinking. When you bring up trash, it stinks. Now it's stinking. And we smelt the trash, and then you want to say it's us. No, you stink. No, it's you. That's why you don't want us around. We see through you. We know you.
I ain't laughing at her. I'm just laughing at how she made an explanation out of trash. That shit crazy.
And everybody that you're saying is still around. We're cool with all, right? Her family. Perfect laughs. I'm pretty sure if she comes out here, she's gonna stop by. Like family.
You may look at them like family, but you talk about them when they leave. I'm not going to say Jazz, but I'm going to say Armand and Trey. You talked about Armand and Trey.
Jeez.
You and Lee talked about Armand and Trey before Queen signed. Queen was going to do a project with them, and Lee stopped it. She said no. I want to wait until Queen signed because Armand and Trey, they signed to the Warner Brothers, but they're not gonna get nowhere. They're not gonna take off how Queen is gonna take off. Y'all talked about Armand and Trey. When Armand and Trey was at that loft, that penthouse that y'all was living in, Armand and Trey was there. They left some trash on the counter. Soon as Armand and Trey left, you yelled at Queen. You yelled at her. And you said, why did you let your friends come and mess up? They just messed up our house. And then you're pregnant and you gotta clean it up. God is my witness, you said those.
Damn. Because you're pregnant and you gotta clean it up. Nigga. What the fuck? That is your woman. She's holding your child. I would have picked it up. Look, babe. Go relax. I'll clean it up. But next time, please tell your friends to throw away their trash. That's all you had to say. Oh, man. It's fucking crazy.
Words, Clarence. You talked about them. You and your sister. Y'all talked about Armand and Trey. And of course, yeah, notice how her friends is around, but her family isn't. It's because they don't see through you how we see through you. That's why we're not around. So don't try to make it look like I don't know what I'm talking about. You talked about them. You ran Armand and Trey down. Constantly.
Damn.
And I should have known then. I should have known then the way that you talked about them and talked them down so much. I already know that Queen wasn't going to say nothing. I should have known that she ain't going to say nothing through this. Through how you talk about her family. If you talk about her day one friends that been there since the red couch days. I should have known.
Everybody that was around is still around except and Chris. Those are the only.
Yeah, notice how he said except you guys. But that shouldn't have been your choice to make. That should have not been your decision to make. It wasn't.
That's a fact.
It was not your decision. It still isn't. But at this point, if she likes it, I love it at this point. It is what it is. The feelings are mutual.
That's what you did.
Y'all taking her money, bro.
Pity patty game with you all night.
Y'all think Clarence taking Queen's money? Drop it down in the comments. Let me know. Y'all think Clarence is snatching Queen's money? Let me know.
Yeah, we'll share our home address for french fries.
It's easy to be unsafe.
So I gave your birth.
Y'all want to act like y'all so invested. Y'all taking this girl money behind her back. I'm not dumb.
And I'm in your situation. I'm gonna know the teachers. I'm gonna know the number. I got the number. I want my email added so I could also I could know what.
But it's up to Queen to put Chris down. Let's not forget Chris has joint custody. Queen has to put Chris down. She's supposed to hit up Chris. Hey, what's your number? What's your address? What do a whoop? I'm gonna put you down as an emergency contact. And I'm gonna put you down as the other parent. That's how you do it. That's all up to Queen. I'm pretty sure Clarence is down on there. Clarence is down on baby Chris's fucking thing. That's how you fucking supposed to do it. So it's not happened to Queen. They call Chris like, hey, we don't know what happened to Queen with the whoop. Or she had an emergency, or she's in the hospital, or she's having. Can you come pick your son? All right, I'll come get him. That's how it's supposed to be. Then Clarence is supposed to be an emergency contact. Then Chris's mom supposed to be an emergency contact. My bad. Her mom supposed to be an emergency contact. Clarence is at the last of the list. Cause he don't have no blood running through baby Chris. On the other hand, for Legend, it should be Clarence as the second parent. It should be Clarence's mom as emergency contact. Clarence's sister, emergency contact. And therefore, that's how it goes. If Chris was to call the school and be like, hey, my son is Christopher Sales Jr. and I want to know when he's graduating. I don't see you on the paperwork here. I don't see you on the emergency contact. So we can't let you know any kind of information. That's exactly what they're gonna do. But you can call the other parent, the primary parent that's on the thing. It's Queen Asia and Clarence White. You can call them. Nigga, that's how it goes.
He's doing, how's his progress, same day. You don't care about that stuff. I do. It's important that he grows up and has an education.
Because at my oldest daughter's school, you have to get a background check now to even go on campus. There's so many rules and regulations now you got to do because the school shootings and all this. It's crazy. Everything's different now. It ain't like how back in the day where somebody else can come pick up your kid and drive off. Now they take that shit to a different level. Okay, I believe you, sir. You are Chris's dad. Baby Chris's dad, but you're not on the paperwork. There's nothing further I can do. You gotta let the mother know to put you on the paperwork so we can give you this kind of information. That's how they're gonna do you, man.
Well, date a narcissist like you, Clarence. Nobody would know anything. I don't even think that you would let them know if it was a baby shower. But since you're so big on
Baby shower.
It was a scenario. Here you go trying to be too deep.
Kid, we're not telling you guys.
Oh, I wouldn't want to know, honey.
I'm not telling you. What?
Listen.
Nigga, just telling yourself. Dummy. Oh, if we're having another baby, I'm not telling you guys. If we have a baby shower, I'm not telling you guys. Nigga, you're telling on yourself that you're fucking making all the fucking rules. You're telling on yourself, man. You guys can't see that something really wrong with you guys.
Listen, that's what you're not understanding. The feelings is mutual. I wouldn't want to know if you had another baby. I wouldn't want to know. The feelings are very mutual. Very.
Queen will want them to know, but it's Clarence. It's all Clarence. Queen will want them to know. Hey, mom, you having another grandchild. Queen will really want them to know. Clarence wouldn't want them. That's all it is. Wherever Clarence say, wherever goes.
Is that what she meant?
Since you're so big on education.
No, it was a scenario.
Why didn't you pay for Legend to come in this earth?
First of all, what does that have to do with education?
What does invested in tuition have to do with my nephew?
Earth. Why didn't you pay for Legend to come in this? Didn't know if it was a baby shower. But since you're so big on tuition, since you're so big on education, why didn't you pay?
Look how she looking like, yeah, nigga, answer that question, nigga. Answer that question, nigga. Answer that shit.
For Legend to come in this earth. The OBGYN bills came to our house. Queen paid for him to be born.
Okay. So now let me break down financial literacy for Tina. Because one, she doesn't own a car. school. She doesn't have, you know what I mean, like just financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? No one has taught her. But let me teach you something, Tina. The reason why you didn't think you stole from me when you stole Queen's credit card is because, let me tell you.
I can't wait. Let me explain.
And on a joint card, her name, a joint card would not say two names. No credit card will say two names. It can either say your name or a company name. That's it. Not gonna say this. No. A joint card pays for bills, kids, travel, and whatever else has to do with the family. That card is not used for personal belongings. It's not used for drip. It's not used for NBA YoungBoy merch. It's not used for Balenciaga runners. It's not used for that. So that's why it doesn't.
Thank you. You brought out the Balenciaga runners. Yep. I wanted to get there. Okay. You're right. You're right about this situation with a joint card. It's not going to say both names. You're absolutely right about that point. I got to give you props on that. But what I'm not going to give you props on, that was not a joint card because it was set by Queen. Queen said that. Queen told us that that was not a joint card. She has a YouTube card and she has a card. And it was not your name on it. And it's not a joint card because Queen told us that. And then you made it look like, let me break this down. Since you want to talk about financial literacy, let me break this down, Clarence, because the $600 worth of dominoes, the way you put that, you made us look like greedy slobs and made it look like that it happened in one day. That situation.
Damn, $600 in dominoes? Fuck. Bad. Can you order $600 worth of Domino's pizza? God damn, that's about like $600. That's about almost a whole year worth of pizza. Because you don't eat pizza every day. That's occasionally, probably once every month or two. Fuck, $600. That nigga, if that nigga, if that's facts, that's a lot. But if that's false, nigga, that's fucked up. You try to make these motherfuckers seem like they like that, man. That's fucked. That's like they just greedy. That's fucked up. But if it's true, fuck. I hope it better not be one day, but that's a whole year worth of pizza. That's a whole year.
It was 2 years ago that had happened. That was 2 years ago. And it happened over 6 months prior, over a time from ordering pizza because CJ was there and you were in New York. My sister was putting you on at the time. But let me bring up the...
Okay, now I get it. Okay. Now, I'm like, God damn. 600, okay. But now, okay, baby CJ will do, okay.
Balenciagas and the Delta flight, that was not me. That was you. Go back to that tell-all book. That's why you got the heat off of you and put it on Chris about the jeans. That was you. You went to that girl doorstep. Y'all dropped her off some shoes. But notice how that Delta flight, that got cleared up behind camera. Queen known that was not me, but she never once dressed that publicly. So, yes, I did take Never Broke Again. But the Balenciaga runners, the Delta flight, that was...
Now, I don't think she lying about that because she already told us the truth about her stealing and the young NBA YoungBoy merch and shit. Why not tell the truth about the fucking flight? But she was fucking... I'm pretty sure she was like 16 at the time, 17. She came and purchased a fucking flight ticket. And I would tell the truth about some Balenciagas. I told the truth about something else. But we can't buy a plane ticket at 17 years old. Somebody has to buy it for you. But When I purchased a ticket, they asked for my ID when I purchased the ticket, and see if to match the card too.
Was not me. That was you. But it's funny how when that flight got purchased, it's funny how Leslie ended up at the BET Awards. It's very funny. But you put that on me. I can always get on here and I can always be honest with y'all. I can always be honest in the past by the things that I have done, whether it was stealing. I was always honest with y'all. And I'm going to be honest again. Yes, I did take Never Broke Again. Yes, I did. The situation that happened with my ex. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I can always be honest, but you can't. You took those Balenciagas. You want to know how I know that you took them? Because my sister gave me the size. I said, what size were they, Queen? Because she tried to blame it on my ex at the time and said that my ex swiped them. I said, no, she didn't, Queen. What size are they? She said a 6. She's not even a size 6. She's a size 7. She's a 7. My ex wears a size 7. So those Balenciagas runners, that was on you. And now you really have some explaining to do. You do.
Damn.
Because that Delta flight, I was 17 at the time.
Oh, see.
I didn't even have an ID. You have to have an ID to purchase a flight. But you have some explaining to do with Queen. Because, yeah, I did the Never Broke Again. But that $600 worth of dominoes, you made it look like this was all purchased in one order to cover up the tracks that you purchased that Delta flight and you got those Balenciaga runners. And you didn't think that Queen would notice. You constantly... Y'all taking from her. I'm sorry, I don't care what y'all say. Some of y'all say use alleged. The proof is all in the pudding. You really explain that. When you had said that prior, I really wanted to get on there and say that at the time. But it made me, I was always the fallout girl. You always looked at me as damaged goods. You know I didn't purchase that Delta flight or those Balenciagas. That was you. It was in that book too, by the way. That's what I'm saying. You lied. You made us.
Hey, this shit hit the fan, man. This shit wild. This shit is wild. My bad, guy. I got the hiccups.
Look like we were greedy. Talk about $600 worth of dominoes when Queen gave us her card number. That situation was 2 years prior.
Damn.
And it happened months. Not in one day. You made us look like we were greedy because of our weight. You predicated it on that.
It caught our attention. It's used for important things only, joy things, the cars that we have outside, the house that we live in, hospital bills,
I want to look good as fuck.
Room bills, all of those things
That
come out of
shit
that
look
car. So that's why you didn't think you stole from
I don't know how people eat ice.
And that's how we caught you in a lie. When you said, oh yeah, I stole from him to teach him a lesson. No, you didn't. You didn't know that was my card.
It's not your card. Queen said that.
Stole from him. And so now let me break that down even further.
I intentionally stole from Queen, then I stole from you.
Why?
See?
Like why I just told you all of that. A bill coming to your house doesn't mean that I didn't have any that I didn't pay anything. You get what I'm saying? Queen was the one in the hospital, so it's gonna say Queen. It's not. It can't say my name. I'm not.
Watch you laughing. Watch you laughing at it. That nigga all laughing.
You're absolutely right about that. You're true. I got to give you props again. But what I'm not about to give you props for again, that when that OBGYN bill came and the Rolex bill came at the same time. They came at the same time. And your name was on the Rolex bill. Your name wasn't on the OBGYN. Queen even said that you didn't pay for Legend and Be Born. She even said it. Why are you talking about she's so confident? She's so confident. I'm very confident because I'm telling the truth.
Y'all think she's speaking facts? Y'all think she's telling the truth? Let me know in the comments, man. This shit getting hella interesting, man. For listening to the ad played and skip it,
Ooh.
man.
That's what we need to do. Rob a bank. Well, we ain't robbing stagecoaches.
Set it off
I
going
need
hard,
something I can set it off.
I'm very confident because I can always get on here and admit that I'm wrong. But I am not wrong about these past videos that I've been saying. I'm not wrong about this situation. So all of this to make me look like I'm lying, you had to, of course you strategized through this video because it's all a trick. It's all a trick to make me look like I'm a little girl and I don't know financial literacy and all this and that. All these big vocabulary words all got to do with money. That's all you're about. Money is really the root of all evil. I can see it with you. You're one prime example. But the fact that y'all can stoop so low and pay people to bash us says a lot.
Wait. They paid somebody to bash them? Are they talking about Sunny? Sunny TV? That they paid her to go? Or somebody else? Let me know in the comments. Is she talking about Sunny TV or somebody else? Or is she talking about the T channels? Or is she talking about Tamika and Shamika? Let me know in the comments, man. Let me know. Because I reacted to some of Shamika videos, man. She was hurt. She was hurt. But who did they pay? Let me know. Let me know. That's some interesting shit, man. I want to know who got paid.
That's a lot. I didn't think that it would be that deep.
If it's true. If it's true. Like I said. If it's true. Allegedly, man.
I didn't think that it would be that deep to where y'all have to pay somebody to bash us.
Sheesh.
How many of y'all T channels or reaction channels was paid?
Oh, okay. Now she talking about the okay. Well, y'all still can comment down below. You feel me? Y'all can still comment down below. Hey, and please don't forget to subscribe and click that bell, man. Please, man. And like that motherfucker. Hit that bitch so hard that I can feel that you like that bitch. But like I said, but it's okay. She's talking about the T channels.
I'm just asking a question. I really want to know. Because there's so many people that be talking bad about our family that act like they was there. So DM me if y'all been paid. Because all of this that you're trying to make it seem, you did not.
I don't think they gonna DM you if they got paid. You gonna have to pay them some money to even tell you that they was paid. Because they're not gonna lose out on getting paid bashing somebody to tell you. Now if you pay them how they're paying them, then maybe okay. Look, I got the receipts, I got the text messages, we being paid. But other than that, they ain't gonna tell you shit.
I pay for him to be born. Yes, she was in the hospital. Of course, you're right about that. But when those bills came, it was one was your name on it, with the card ending such and such such, and then it was her name on it with the card ending such and such such. They didn't show the whole card number. It just showed the 4 digits. You did not pay for him to be born. You weren't bawling like that at the time. She paid for him to be born.
Just like when CJ has to go to the hospital or to the doctor, the bill doesn't go to Chris' house. You got what I'm saying? It goes to where he lives, which is our house.
It depends who address you put down. It depends on who address you put down. If you want Chris to pay for it, all you gotta do is put Chris' address, and the bill go right to his house. Either or. That's how the hospital works. Unless you already have your information in there, so they're gonna continue sending that to that address. But if you change the address, or say you live at a different address, they're gonna send it to the other address.
But
But the
just
bills came to our house.
Your house doesn't mean I didn't pay. Like, that's just silly.
You didn't pay, Clarence. I wouldn't be on here so adamant if he didn't.
In pregnancy. Like, this little narrative that you're saying, like, you know I got it, Tina. Out of everybody. You know.
And where you get it from, Clarence?
Why you throwing her
My
face?
sister. You know, notice that you...
No matter how much money you getting, dude, that shit could get snatched so fast. You, boy, you didn't have to throw that. We know you're getting money, Clarence. We know you got a reaction channel. We know you're Queen's boyfriend. We all know that. You have money. Ain't no need to, oh, you know I got it. Duh, we know you got it, nigga. The fuck? Nobody never said you did. We're talking about before. When you was in the basement. Because you was in the basement when Queen got pregnant. That's what she's talking about. You was broke. You got money now. But then you didn't have shit. Queen brought you up. That's what she's saying.
You dropped your little 45 brand. Notice that he hasn't been...
Nah, that man don't want to talk about that brand no more. That man, he's supposed to have a clothing line. I ain't never heard about that shit. He spoke on that shit a couple times and that was it.
And doing shirts or hoodies anymore. That was all a front. You look at...
Let me know down in the comments if y'all think that shit was a front. If Clarence just wanted to use that as an excuse to seem like he was doing something just to get Queen's money and take the opportunity. Let me know. Queen fans too, let me know. If y'all think different, just let me know.
At my sister as this big bank.
Big bank take little bank.
You know, now you know why I got it like that. Yeah. That's easy for you to say. You're constantly taking her money. Constantly. It's gonna all come out eventually, sooner or later. I'm not gonna be on here acting like I'm so adamant and so confident if it wasn't true. And then y'all wanna say, how do y'all know? I mean, how does she know? I'm the sister. Y'all want to believe everything that's going on in T pages, but then when I tell y'all something, y'all don't believe me. Then y'all run to the T pages and believe what they saying. I'm about to put the T pages out of business. About all the stories that y'all was wrong at previously in the past. I'm finna put y'all out of business. Y'all always looking, this is the real tea right here, but y'all go to them T pages. Basically, it's like y'all going to the store to grab some tea when the tea already is in the pot. It's in the kettle. It just don't make no sense.
You didn't. You paid for a $15,000 Rolex.
The Rolex was $19,000.
It was $15,000, and Queen did not buy you that Rolex. You did.
My AP's 45 bands.
Queen's 45 bands.
Yeah, I paid for that. Yeah, 45.
I'm dead.
Watch what bills and mail come to our house. Because it was out there.
Yeah, I'll pay for that.
Did she pay for your brother's funeral too, Clarence?
I seen, people were telling me that you said something.
You see how he said he seen, because you already watched it. Then he switched it to I heard. No, nigga, you seen. You already watched this shit.
And all I'm gonna say, and all I'm not gonna...
I was waiting to get to this part.
I'm gonna address it for the sake of my family. I know some people are upset. And all I'm gonna end it with is, if you keep, and it's going.
But nah, she shouldn't have even mentioned the brother funeral, because that's a soft spot for some people still in their family. She shouldn't have went that deep. Like I told y'all, I'm gonna say, what's wrong was wrong. What's right is right, and she was wrong at that part. You don't talk about the dad, man. You don't talk about the dad at all. That part's none of your business. What's going on about that?
It goes for anybody. You know what I'm saying? If you keep saying certain things, there's only a certain, like, I'm not going to be able to keep people off you guys.
And at the same thing, Clarence, you can't threaten nobody. That sounds like a threat to me. So some people in her family is gonna take that threat as a threat, and it might be the same way coming towards your way, dude. You never know.
But for so long, and when I say people, I mean my family. And you're talking about like my brother was a gangster. You feel me? My brother don't really even play like that. Never played with niggas like that. And there's a lot of family that I'm not gonna even get into that.
Okay.
Just know
Wait, what was you about to say?
I'm not gonna be able to keep people off y'all for too long.
Listen.
They're both wrong right there. He's reacting off of emotion. She's reacting off of emotion. They both said shit they shouldn't have said right there, and that's a fact.
We treat every customer like we would treat our own.
Vice versa. But you see how you get hurt and upset when somebody talk about your family?
That's a fact too.
You see how it hurts you and how it stings? How do you think I feel? You don't get a pass. All that gangster. See, man, we don't even use that word over here. It's hitters. So they ain't stopped making hitters when they made yours. Guns and butter. That's all I'ma say. Stay tuned for part 8.
Man, that shit got real. Man, y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel. But I'm gonna go ahead and... Man, this shit's crazy. This shit hit the fan, man. This shit hit the fan. But I need to get into part 8 already. Because I'm behind how there's some family stuff, situations going on. I had to handle those first, but now I'm back. But y'all let me know. If y'all think this shit is true, this shit's fake, let me know in the comments, dude. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this shit, man. And y'all go like, comment, subscribe. Please tell a friend. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Tell your mama. Tell your daddy. Tell your grandma. Tell your grandpa to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
Nothing but I live in the street, moving out world, tell nigga deceased. Do what I do cause we gotta eat. Y'all fall behind, my nigga don't sleep. On the block, you know where I be. If you come around, better roll deep.